What's up, my twin flame collective? Welcome to BMHP Table Etiquettes. If this is your first time, I definitely want to welcome you. Definitely check that description box. See all the great things that I have going on down there. As far as my oracles and personal readings. Also, make sure to check out the merchandise. I think I need to make something twin flame, right? We have so little twin flame clothing. But either way, let's go ahead, jump into this reading for Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. We'll do Divine Feminine on the left and Divine Masculine on the right. And that's my left and my right, okay? So Divine Feminine, embrace what destiny has in store for you. And for the masculine, surprise. You may be about to be surprised. And in between you guys, you have temptation. So, you're needing to embrace something's coming up for Divine Masculine that they're not expecting. So let's go ahead, get into this energy, see kind of what's going on with you in the masculine. I'm going to use this deck for you. And we'll use this deck for the masculine energy. So, beloved, what's up with the Divine Feminines? What does Divine Feminine need to know at this time about their connection to the masculine? What does Divine Feminine need to know about their connection to the masculine energy? Thank you so much. Alrighty. And at the bottom of your deck, you have the Hermit. So, Feminine, I feel like you've been spending a lot of time alone, a lot of time doing healing work, healing yourself, learning more about yourself, definitely working on your heart area, the heart chakra, throat chakra region. I feel like you can have everything in the world, but without Divine Masculine, maybe sometimes you feel a little bit lonely or sad. Maybe lonely is not the right terminology. Maybe just alone is a better terminology. Lonely gives that kind of negative connotation as if you need somebody, but alone is just more or less, a place where you can get a lot of things done. So maybe just alone at this time. But let's see what's going on with the masculine energy at this time. Thank you, beloved. Oh my goodness. They're in this Knight of Swords energy, feminine. The masculine, he's been through a lot of trials and tribulations that he's been overcoming. But what I'm also getting for the masculine energy is that this may be a time where he want to come in and speak his truth, but there's something that's holding him back. Some type of obstacle that stands in the way between you and the masculine. So let's go ahead and see what's going on. Oh, wow. You have the Five of Pentacles right off back. You have the Three of Wands. The King of Cups. El Diablo. The Eight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. Wow. Strength. Anytime El Diablo comes out in the reading, strength is usually accompanying it. So keep that in mind. You have the Seven of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. For the masculine, oh my goodness. They have the Knight of Wands. They have the Strength card. I'm sorry, the Sun. They have the Emperor. They have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Cups. The Six of Pentacles. The Tower. The Six of Cups. The Five of Pentacles. And then for temptation, they have the Hierophant. You have the Wheel of Fortune. They have the King of Wands. You have the Nine of Wands. And you have the Six of Cups. And they have the Page of Cups. Very interesting energies coming out for the masculine and for the feminine. What's interesting is, we say that the first card out is always the strongest card out. you have the Five of Pentacles while they're in this Knight of Wands energy. And I feel like with the masculine being in this Knight of Wands energy, but it's like they're headed in your direction, right? Like you don't even see them coming because you're in this Five of Pentacles energy. You kind of got your back turned on the masculine, but it's like the masculine is getting ready to come in, but they're nervous about what they want to say, how they want to say it, all that type of stuff. The other thing that I'm getting with this masculine energy is that wherever they've been, they haven't been happy there. Like the masculine has definitely been their power with this Empress energy, but it's like I don't feel like they found what they were looking for. They send all kind of what would it be, vibes your way. They send messages, a lot of synchronicities, a lot of 5D type energy that you should be receiving. But wherever they've been, like I said, they weren't happy there. Like even in that place that they were in, they were sending you vibes, like thinking about you, talking about you, you know, doing research on you, all kind of stuff. But they're walking away from something that was unfulfilling. Like it could have been, and I'm just gonna be honest, it could have been something a little sexual that had them there. I don't feel like or think that it was love that had this person in this other connection. Like whoever this person was, the masculine barely gave them anything. They kept the little pentacles, these little 5 pentacles, which is what's down here. They kept them pentacles to the side, so at most they gave them little bitty pentacles, whatever they could fit in their hand, because they always had this hurt and this pain for you, feminine. But here's that surprise that the divine masculine is about to have. Now this surprise may be them getting ready to come in, and the divine feminine not being receptive because, hey, you kept me on hold, you kept me waiting, you kept me, you know, hurting, all of that type of stuff. So they might want to come in and make these offers to you. But I feel like, feminine, you might leave the divine masculine out in the cold for the way that they've treated you, the way they've made you wait, the way they haven't been honest and real and all this type of stuff. I feel like, yeah, that might be shocking to them, because maybe they feel like you will always be there. You're not going nowhere. You love them. You know, you don't have the strength to leave them. Stuff like that. So I feel like that's going to be what's going to shock the divine masculine, is that you're in your strength and your power. Speaking of strength, so I see you over here, divine feminine, and you may be looking at other people's relationships, your friends, your family members, or something like that. You may watch people on TV that's getting married, having these beautiful relationships, and wondering, when the hell is it going to happen for me, right? Because it's like you feel like you've been forgotten or left out or something like that. Like beloved has forgotten about you, but beloved has not forgotten about you, divine feminine. What it was is you need to build up your strength and agility, because in a twin flame connection, we all know that it takes a lot of strength to be in a twin flame connection. It's not a connection for the weak by far. That initial dark night of the soul and the constant obsessive thinking about the masculine or the feminine, depending upon the roles, is usually the feminine that goes through that. It's very hard, and there was something I feel like that was blocking your way for a long time to really experience the love that you want, or to grow into this energy of not only loving the masculine, but also loving yourself, and loving yourself deeply enough to know what's acceptable, right? Not accepting anything, because you've been through the dark night of the soul, the sunken place, where beloved had to help you out of the sunken place, because you were, you know, in this energy for so long, right? I see you're finally getting out. You're finally getting your what would we call that? Your groove back. I don't know why I got, when Stella got there the groove back. Maybe you were messing with someone younger that got your groove back, or maybe, you know, whatever. You had to do what you had to do. But I'm feeling like after being in the sunken place, and I do call it the sunken place because that's what it feels like. Because it's like when you're in that dark night of the soul energy, you have no freaking control over your thoughts and how much you obsessively think about the masculine. I mean, that first initial breakup is like, whew, Lord have mercy, right? But beloved is always with you, or was always with you. But yeah, you are in this dark place, and I see that you're finally getting out, or yeah, you're finally building up that strength, getting your groove back. You got your strength back, and now you're able to live again, to want to live again, to see things in a different light, in a different way. And now it just feels like, you know, you're in this energy of, you know, what do I want for my life now? Now you're looking at it from a different perspective than how you were looking at it when you first met Divine Masculine. When you first met the masculine, it was like, it was unexpected to meet your twin. It was unexpected to have all the feelings and emotions that's attached to the twin flame commercial, the twin flame journey. Why was I gonna say the twin flame commercial? Oh my goodness. But with this temptation energy, here you are, right, feminine? This is your mind on Divine Masculine. You know how they say, this is your brain on drugs. Any question? This is your mind on Divine Masculine. Yes, it's the Wheel of Fortune, but this is how your mind goes. It's a fortune. When the wheel turns in your favor, you don't have those obsessive thoughts. You're not obsessing over the masculine. You're not missing them. You're not, you know, but when it turns in that opposite direction, there's the obsessive thought, the obsessive thinking, all that type of stuff. But when you're free indeed, right? And then I feel like your temptation, which is the obsessive thinking, is different from the masculine. The masculine, this man on this card, he's holding up two fingers like this too, right? So this Divine Masculine may be tempted by you and someone else, or tempted in some type of way. But it's like they have to learn. And it might be an X, because where he's pointing the stick is to the X. So it might be an X that the masculine still has that temptation with. But I see you're guarded, right? You have got your enthusiasm back, you got your wand back, you are feeling better, right? And you've climbed that mountain, you've climbed all those hills to get to the top of where you at. And I feel like masculine, he or she sees it, sees your worth, all that type of stuff. Like, wow, that's a strong person over there. And it makes them want to get up, it makes them want to do something. Once again, they have this fear, they have like this anxiety about coming in, because they want to apologize. But I don't know, with this Six of Cups energy, you might be in energy of healing your childhood wounds, healing, you know, the things that matter to you, spending time with your kids, spending time in nature, whatever. But I feel like the masculine wants to apologize, but whether or not they do it, I don't know, because it seems as if they're still focused on something else. Okay, so let's go ahead, and I'm gonna bring out my Twin Flames Preparing for Union deck for the femmes, and for the masculine. I think I want to use the Facts Urban Divine Masculine Truth deck. This one, I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I made a couple of decks. This Divine Masculine Real Talk Oracle, this one's a little rough, I have to admit. I almost want to use it for karmic. I should have made it a distorted masculine deck, but whatever. But let's go ahead and jump into these energies. Let's go ahead and start with you, the femme, and see what you want Divine Masculine to know at this time. Beloved, what does the Divine Feminine want Divine Masculine to know at this time, please? What does Divine Feminine want Divine Masculine to know at this time, please? Wow, fam, you've overcame a lot of obstacles. I see, that's why Divine Masculine is temptation, because you know, like, you'll be risking reopening up that wound. But let's see here. I'm yearning for your love. I'm yearning for tender care and love. Teach me how to love you. My heart belongs to you. I prayed for someone like you, and you showed me what true love is. You know, I'm not surprised to see that your heart belongs to the masculine, right? And you pray for someone like them because you pray for someone that was like yourself. But you know what's interesting is how the mirror reflects, right? Maybe those things that we think are love aren't love, and maybe that's why it's like, you know, teach me how to love you, because you know how you want to be loved, right? But dealing with the masculine energy version of you, they want to be loved differently than the feminine does, right? The feminine wants all this tender love and care. The masculine might just want, you know, the 3 P's: peace, pussy, or whatever, and a plate. You know, people love differently, but I'm just saying, those 3 P's, women will be surprised how much those 3 P's matter to a person, especially a masculine energy. But let's see here. So they have shadow work. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. So divine masculine has: do you still love me? I don't know what to do without you. They're in this shadow energy, doing some shadow work, and they're wondering, like, why is feminine different with me? It feels like feminine don't love me no more, or they're moved on or something. So they have the question of if you even still love them, divine feminine, if you even still want them. And this kind of plagues their spirit, plagues their soul, because like I said, they never thought you would be the one to leave them or leave their side or anything like that. It's so interesting. At the bottom of your deck, you got divine masculine. At the bottom of their deck, I feel so bad for how I treated you. You are so special to me. Please forgive me. You know, and this is how I feel, like they truly feel like they know they treated you less than you deserve. And for that, they are really sorry. Like, I'm single, getting ready for you, my feminine. They may be reading books, doing research. Wait, they were doing research. Where's it at? Right here. Because on this book is a magnifying glass, right? So they have been doing some type of research. They could have been researching Twinflames or something like that. And then they wrote a song about you, or if it wasn't a song, it was a poem or something. But they wrote something that you inspired them to write. And if you think they don't think about you, yes, they do. And this might be the time when you start thinking about them, but they think about calling you every day. So when they out and about in the midst of the world, maybe they call and they hang out and stuff like that. Let's see what else. So I'm gonna use my table etiquettes, love oracles. These are more or less messages. I just want messages, not really the pictures to take over, right? So let's see. What does divine feminine and divine masculine want each other to know? What do they want each other to know? What does divine feminine and divine masculine want each other to know, please? Alrighty. Wow. That is interesting, femme, and that's kind of what I was getting from you. So, femme, you feel like divine masculine's not going nowhere, like they belong to you? You know, it's interesting that comes out, because is that really true love? Because true love will say, as long as you're happy. even if it's not with me, right? I didn't love them, only love you. So there could have been someone that divine masculine brings up from the past, or someone that they think you're still attached to, and it's like you're trying to let them know, like, look, I don't love them, I only love you. Like, you got my heart, you're the one that's like for me, you know. Then you could be dealing with the Sagittarius, or you're a Sagittarius, or strong Sagittarius in the heart, or this is the Temperance card, and this is what I was feeling. I'm emotionally unavailable. I will still have sex with you. And I feel like that's because of that dark night of the soul. Like, you shut your emotions off because you got tired of being hurt, tired of being taken for granted. But you see something about divine masculine, and you wish that you were still with them. Like, whatever they've been doing, maybe they looking good, feeling good, so on and so forth. You know what I just noticed too? Like, I honestly, if I would have put more thought into these cards, I would have made these like the red like the feminine energy and the blue like the masculine energy. But I'm noticing that there's a lot of red energy here. When you consider the chakras, red is about grounding. So it's like divine masculine is trying to be in this grounded energy, especially with this I'm getting ready for you, my divine feminine. But they feel like if you don't come back to them, they don't know what they're gonna do. So they're missing you. They want to see you. They want to be with you, but they want to fuck you. I've been craving sex with you. They miss a lot about you, right? And they're trying to be strong, or they're dealing with the Leo or whatever, but I get strength from this card. Like, they're trying to be strong. You could be a Leo, or they're a Leo. But they're tired of not talking to you. The silence is killing me. I want you now. That's their whole thing too, fam. It's like, I'm telling you, maybe that's what surprised them, is that their twin flame walked away from them. And maybe they thought that she or he's not going nowhere, right? Maybe this is why this red card is over here on your side, because this is still masculine telling you, you're not going nowhere, you're mine. But they ride past your house, they watch you on social media, and they secretly stalk you. That's them being in that Knight of Wands energy, afraid to come forward, afraid to truly like let you know how they're feeling. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a message from the angels. Close out this reading. My God, what message do you have for the twin flames to close out this reading, please? This is so beloved. Got jokes. Notice the signs. And you know, with twin flame readings and stuff, or relationships rather, it's all about signs and synchronicities, isn't it? So notice the signs. Yes, the signs you've been receiving are heaven sent. We drop feathers, coins, and other signs upon your path to remind you that you're loved and you're never alone. And that message comes from heaven, and that message comes from your divine masculine or divine feminine. Okay? But either way, that's the message I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to leave me some comments. I would definitely love to read your comments, see how you feel about the reading. Definitely subscribe to the channel and like the video. It would definitely help my channel to grow. But until next time, my divine feminine, divine masculine, take care. Love you guys.